Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Swissman15, and as you can tell from the title of this video, this is my 100 subscribers special, and for this I have a special little battle that I took some time. Oh my god, that is not where I thought it would go. What a smooth entry. Lovely. Okay, but this is my 100 subscribers special video. I put together a battle here. It's a 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2 battle, which is one of my favorite type of battles. It's like a free-for-all with teamwork in it, which is kind of awesome because you have a free-for-all of teams. So yeah, and but before we get into that, I just want to talk for a few seconds, so bear with me. I just want to thank all of you who have subscribed to me, 100 people, which is a little bit amazing to me, even though it's not that many in the grand scheme of things, but it's a lot because it's like I said in my 50 subscriber special, I mean, even if one person wants to watch me, I find that a little bit absurd. But 101 apparently now, so that's lovely. But I just want to do a couple thank yous. First, I want to thank Pixelated Apollo. He's the one who inspired me and encouraged me originally to start doing my own YouTube channel. So thank you, and if you're watching, Apollo, I hope you heard my thanks, because I am thankful to you for helping me. Yeah, thank you. And also, you probably gave me half my subscribers already, if not all of them. And then also, I want to thank Captain Invisible, who has been a great friend to me. He has done a lot of co-commentaries with me, and is doing those Britannica and Iberian hot seats, and it's been a lot of fun. You are a great friend, and I'm happy that you have entered yourself on my channel with your humor and rock stroking gracitude. Gracitude, that's not even a word. What am I doing? Your rock stroking extravaganza. I don't know I don't know where I was going with that thought. Please excuse me. And I want to thank everyone who comments, especially like Paladin Bob, who pretty much comments on all my videos. Thank you. Or Watcher the Lich, as you might know him, because that's what he has, two different aliases. But thank you. You always have your comments, and I really appreciate seeing every comment. I appreciate. The first thing I do is I get home from school and I log on to my computer and all. I go onto YouTube and I check my subscribers and all my notifications, because it's exciting. And every time I see my subscribers go up, and I just feel grateful, and I like to see the likes, and I really like to see the comments. It's always nice to see. So thank you, you've done that. So thank you for all of you who even spend time to watch me. But here we have a nice 2v2v2 where I'm playing as the Holy Roman Empire, and my ally is Captain Invisible. I'm not going to do army compositions because there's just so many of us, and it's a long battle anyway. A pretty long one. And then over here we have, as France, we have Kushka Panda, and as Milan we have Jamie Dodger 25. And then over in this corner, we have Venice being played by Shooby-Doo, none other than the man who knocked me out of the tournament, Shoot57, same guy, I'm pretty sure. And then also, as Hungary, we have Pixelated Apollo, the man who has started me, so I hope you're watching Pixelated Apollo with your watermelon colors that are definitely in season in this match, definitely. And then we have over here, the final team, we have the Iron Price playing as the Papal States, and a new guy. I was expecting 8, but a few didn't turn out. Ace of Dave couldn't join. He had connection problems, so he couldn't play, which was unfortunate. So I was like, okay, let's just get a randomer, and it was the King of Prussia, which thankfully he was not a new player. So thank you for coming to save the day, King of Prussia, playing as the Byzantines with the Varangian Guard. He doesn't know all there is to know. The 200 glitch, he didn't know. We were talking to him afterward. But let's go right into this battle. So Captain and I, we were on a voice chat and all, and we decided that we're going to go for Kushka and Jamie Dodger. And yeah, my words are not coming out. Captain, he was bringing a very interesting army. He had pike militia with very heavy upgrades and sword and bucklermen. And I looked at it, I was like, oh my god. And then he brought a ton of cav, including cav militia, Norman knights, short knights and all. And Iron Price, he immediately rushed over to his ally. I think they wanted to fight us, but we were moving away because, you know what, we're not going to bother fighting them. Why would we? And then over here we have Shooby-Doo and Pixelated Apollo. They don't do much. They sort of sit in the corner for a bit at the beginning. Well, actually, they move a lot quicker. We were playing with a bit of lag. There were 8 players in all, but it's moving a lot smoother now. Hopefully it won't be as long. So let us catch up a bit. Okay, 2.0 will be plenty speed, actually. Don't want to lag out of my own game. And then over here we have Koshkas bringing up some trebuchets, and they start firing at me quite soon. And let's see, there's a rock right there which hit somewhere. He uses flame later on. And yeah, so they're firing at me. And then now I was like, okay, he's firing at me, so Captain Invisible, he decides he'll send up these cheap merchant militia cavalry militia, actually, my bad, to take him out, but there was also merchant cavalry militia guarding it. So 2 cav militias duking at it, and I have these shots going right next to me, and that is terrifying. You'll see another one. Oh, look at it come. And right into my cav, getting, 6 kills? 1, 2, 3, yeah, six of my cav killed. So I was really upset with that, and I was trying to shoot down his merchant cav so captains could get through. As you can see, there's a bunch of shots going in right now. But I believe that captain's cav was more suited in this fight with some upgrades and all. So Koshka's army would not, and Koshka didn't bring many cav. He only brought 4, and I was surprised at that. But then again, I looked at the other army, which brought a ton. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cav, which is a lot, and he sent some over to help him. So that is what. Oh, there's another one here. So he actually brought 6 cav, a lot of cav actually. But it looked like less, and we actually managed to take out this artillery. But you can see all these all this archer fire coming at us, and I have my Imperial Knights now going for a charge on these Scots Guard that are taking volleys from my Pavi's crossbowmen. Yeah, it's always nice to see Scots Guard dying to me. I was playing as Holy Roman Empire because I thought it was fitting that I play as my favorite and probably my best faction against these other players for this epic battle of 2v2 proportions. So, and I pull out. I'm scared. I don't want to go fight him. So let's do a little bit more 2.0. These poor merchant cavalry militia rout from all the fire of the arrows. And I decide that I'm going to rush up my archers further, and we begin the skirmish phase. I've still got my cav off there on the side, and Jamie Dodger sent over his mailed knights. I believe they have upgrades, but I am not sure, so let us look at them. They definitely do. They have the attack, it looks like. Well, or I could just be completely wrong. He'll correct me. I feel like they do. They should. They might not. I might be completely wrong, so don't sue me. I'm not an expert. And the Scots Guard and all these Aventuriers are shooting at us. He has 5 archers, and Jamie Dodger has 6. So Jamie Dodger didn't bring many. He brought 4 infantry total, which is amazing to me. He brought a lot of cav, and is fighting Captain Invisible, and they are in the skirmish. But we knew that we would be out skirmished here, and oh my god, I sent in my Imperial Knights, and I was trying to duke out these Lancers, but I got caught up too, and it was just bad micro by me, really bad. And these poor Imperial Knights are going to rout very quickly. See, there they go. But I sent in my other ones, and I was like, okay, too late, they're routing, but then I have the mailed knights here. So I decided I'll charge into them, but then I have the charge by the Lancers, and it's just a mess. There's 2 players microing against me, and I am not doing so well. I'm a little flustered, trying to get my archers to shoot at these Lancers as well, take them down a bit. But in all, my Imperial Knights do not perform as well as I would have hoped to take them down. And then we also have another flanking unit, but I do take them down with a lot of archer fire, you can see from behind. So I'm not sure who benefited from that. They still have more units, but they did take a lot of casualties in each. But in the end, I lost 2 full units. And at this point, we decided we're getting out microed, and we decide to charge, me and Captain. And it's a mess. Right here, I didn't time it. This was horrible on my part. Look at all this cav that just dies on the charge. It was really bad, and this charge just stops. This one barely gets through, and I lost half my cav charging up. I was not expecting that. I was off my game, and then we have France sending in his noble knights, getting a massive charge on my infantry. You can see my field knights just dying. I try to surround him, and we still have the archer fire going in, and then these infantry are idle. I'm just not doing well. And then we have Captain's engagement as well. He's rushing up. He's got his cav in the mix. There's plenty of a Milanese cav fighting about against pikemen and sword and bucklemen alike against Captain Invisible's army as well. So right now at this point, we are not doing the hottest. You can see I have some dismounted few knights charging over here, getting eaten up by this general's bodyguard. And I'm trying really hard to regain what I lost, trying to get my cav out of this mix. Got my infantry in, trying to take out these field knights. They are shaken and all. And I have my cav engaging over here with my general, who lost quite a few men. Got a decent charge there. So now it's just a line engagement, but Kochka, he outmaneuvered me. I was not performing well. I didn't line up my army against him. I left my flank over here completely exposed, and these cav charges are decimating my infantry. And it was really unfortunate. And if you heard that beep, I think I have still Facebook open. Sorry, my bad. All for my 100 subscriber special. And then we have a giant line engagement here. And then also we have Venice, who was... Oh my god. Stop messaging me. No more messaging. Stop, please. And we have just a mess of cav. Milanese definitely winning the cav engagement, but Captain's definitely winning the infantry, taking on archers and melee as well. But France sending over extra cav, though they are getting hit bad. And then over here, I'm getting mass routes, very large ones indeed. I have like 2 units holding the lines, but they're wavering and sad. I completely lost almost everything. And I have iron encroaching on my back, and I have my pavis pretty much is the bulk of my army now. And some cav going around, trying to get some kills here and there against these Scots Guard and Aventurier. But I definitely got outmaneuvered. My charge was really, really bad. My 2 Teutonic Knights all got slain, and I was really embarrassed. I was like, I was supposed to be good. I cav charge all the time, and I messed it up, which made me sad. But I'm focusing fire on this giant infantry blob with my archers, I believe. Or I'm either shooting that or at his general, which is just sort of chilling around here. Got some dismounted Imperials back, but the rest are still routing. Few infantry returning. Trying desperately to turn the tide of this battle. And as you can see here, we have Hungary and Venice came in with some cav to surprise us. A little surprise for us over here. And they are definitely coming in engagement, sneaking some kills. Pixelated Apollo with his Royal Bandrium running around, and Captain Invisible losing pretty much all his cav and only having infantry right now. And me losing all my infantry and having only archers now, which was just tragic. And you can see my poor few knights trying to hold the line. And I'm taking a lot of the infantry out with my archer fire. At least I'm trying to. I got my general's bodyguard, and that's about it, and a few dismounted Imperial Knights. And it's just not going well for me and Captain. We are surrounded. We have encroaching Hungarians and Venetians coming in on our poor armies, and we already were losing the fight. It was really bad. I mean, I just couldn't handle it. But I have my archers, and I'm just trying really hard to catch up and take out the French general was my main concern, because there they are. And my Imperial Knights are routing, even though my general's still alive. And I try to shoot at him. I focus fire on the general as he's running away. And I take out one. And then you just look at this general. He stops running, and he just turns around and faces. And look at all the arrows coming back, shooting him. A ton of them hitting him. You can see the blood spotter for every volley, a few shots. And this general, just look at him. He just won't die. Well, it's not shooting. They're not shooting now, but they will. See? Oh, he's immune to the arrows. They either did go right past his head, or they just hit him and he just doesn't die, and he escapes scot-free, which was so saddening to me. And yeah, so now I just have my archers. They're retreating back to this village. And him and Jamie Dodger, so Captain and I decided that we'll go in, but Captain's actually busy fighting the Venetian cav. And then over here we have Papal States and the Byzantines and Venice all colliding. Tons of cav and infantry alike. Oh my god. Actually, Shub got decimated over here, and Apollo's trying to catch up in, trying to take out these Latin Con as quickly as he can. And this is a little bit mess of a brawl, a mess and brawl fight here. We got Royal Bandrium and all these Knights Hospitaller all duking it out. A very interesting fight indeed. Even some armored surgeons, which probably lost a lot in the charge. And now we have Apollo sending his men around, and then I just have my Pavis going here. But Apollo and Shooby-Doo, they are trying to fight up this hill, and the infantry's not engaging much. We have these guys just walking. A few knights just walking. And religious fanatics by the Iron Price are sort of standing in the back. I'm not sure what their point of standing in the back is, but I'm sure he will have an interesting use for them. And the King of Prussia, he is going around with his cav, it seems. He wants to outflank the Venetians. The Venetians and the Hungarians probably lost a lot of cav trying to attack me and Captain. So maybe it wasn't the best idea to go with them, so they now are at a disadvantage, along with the hill, when they have to fight these Iron Price's infantry and also the infantry of the Byzantine Empire. So the infantry is colliding. It's a very sporadic fight. It looks almost like a giant curved line engagement almost. It's all over the place to fight. We have the first fight, and then we have this is like the second fight. And there goes Shub's general, slain by the Varangian Guard. So that's horrible. Very early on in the infantry fight for them. So Shub's infantry may rout very quickly. As you can see, these armored sergeants already routing probably as a result to the death. And we also have religious fanatics probably open to either charge the Pavis or, surround the Venetian heavy infantry. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, thank you. I love religious fanatics. They're just a great unit, but you can see the archer fire going to their backs, and they are tired and not happy anyway. And we got Pavis Spearmen just chilling in the back here by Apollo. Probably should have at least tried to get a flank on since there's not enough cav to kill anymore. And the enemy has lost half their army. That is probably Shub, who's not doing so well in this infantry engagement. I think he spent a little bit too much on cav, which he then wasted. Well, not wasted, but lost a few. And look at them, they're getting surrounded. Actually, they don't even have armor upgrades. I don't even know what he spent his money on. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, and this was a tragic point here. So I want to send my archers in and shoot, but Milan still has a cav here, and I'm just like, oh god, I have Pavis. Leave my Pavis alone. Why you do this? So I just try and get a volley off, get a few kills on these Knights Hospitality. You can see some of them dropping like flies, but not enough of them dropping like flies. Just not enough are dying. Well, this is a decent amount, but this other one gets here scot-free. I try to save my general from the charge, pulling him back, and then he's engaging in my archers, which probably I should have. Probably should have let my general go in and just try and shoot them to pieces before my general dies. But this is pretty much the defeat of me over here. I just can't handle them. So let's get back to the more interesting and sporadic fight of the Papal States, Venice, Hungary, and the Byzantines all fighting around. Tons of crossbow fire. These poor Royal Bandrium, look at them, all those missiles just raining past them. And we got the General's Bodyguard of the Papal States getting surrounded. And here's Pixled Apollo's general, very, very bloody. And I think he's going to die soon, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my god, General side-by-side action, look at that. Oh, how cute. Oh, and there goes the General slain by probably the General of the Iron Price. So nice job, General Iron Price. And we have the Venetians and Hungary getting surrounded by the forces of the Byzantines. Their infantry did well. They didn't really engage the other infantry. Pike and Shot did a great job. Excuse me indeed. Iron did a great job of holding off both Venice and Hungary at the same time, Apollo and Shub. So now they're coming back over here and trying to engage, but for the most part, Iron Price is dead with a few Pavis and religious fanatics left over. And then, oh, there goes the Byzantine general, shot dead, actually. The papier-mâché Amma, according to Captain Invisible, is at work there, I would say. And there goes, I think that was the Iron Price's general, I think, question mark? But there's a huge blob here. This is probably not good for King of Prussia. He's losing quite a few men over here, and he still has his Cataphractoire. He said they were great, you know. I'm like, no, they are not. And then also I have my general, the last unit of my army, charging into these Byzantine Guard archers, trying to get some pity kills after my humiliating defeat. I definitely did not perform as well as I normally do, and for that I am sorry. It was my 100 subscribe special. To be honest, I was almost like scared to upload this. I'm like, oh god, this is my 100 subscribe special, and I'm supposed to win all the time, which was a very arrogant comment, I know. And I was just like, oh my god, what happens to my reputation for losing? What does Koshka think of me after winning? And I'm just like, this is just horrible talk of my own brain. I'm like, I can lose, I know. And I'm like, it's important that people do know that I lose. And it was embarrassing because it was my best faction. But, you know, I had to face it. He outmaneuvered me. It was not a good battle for me. I'll take it, and I'll go on, and I'll learn from that battle, learn from my mistakes, time my charge better next time. So, if you're ever in that similar situation where you get a little bit too blown up the head, you're like, how could I lose? Just remember that you can lose at any time, just like me. I'm my own 100 subscriber special. And remember, it's going to be okay. You can go by. I'm making this a little bit more dramatic than it is. It's just that I was like, I'm supposed to have a reputation. I was whining to myself and Captain and the others. Actually, I think I was. So I apologize if I was being a little bit stupid, a little bit not fair to everyone. It just sounded. I probably sounded like really bratty, probably, and I apologize. But yeah, I don't like losing, not in this game at least. It's supposed to be my forte. But now we have pretty much all there is left of Pixelated Apollo is archers, and same with Venice. They have archers all left over. A few infantry, I think, return over here. Yeah, he has got some chivalric knights running into safety, and it's just they sort of band together, but Iron Price won't have any of it. I know he wants to shoot at Apollo all he can, so let's speed up a bit. It's a long battle. And we just have Apollo apparently still fighting the Iron Price. Little skirmishes here. They're getting shot to bits. And there are cav charges and all. And he actually escapes with those cav. Both of them do. They're not happy though, and they're probably going to rout very soon, I think. Yep, they will rout any second. And then we just have Jamie Dodger and Koshka. They are in the town chillin'. We have the most powerful person left in the game is the Byzantines with the largest army. So we will see what he does with that. And after this, it's a lot of skirmishing. So I'm just going to go 6.0 for quite some time now, guys. Hopefully this won't be too bad. And then we have Pike and Shot sending his Pavis to go take on all these Pavis crossmen, which I don't even understand why he does this, but he does. Oh, God, an email. So many notifications. I apologize. Oh, this poor 100 subscribers special. First I lose and now the notifications. Well, at least you guys know that I'm not invincible. I'm close to it, just not enough. Okay, that was sarcasm. I'm not that conceited. Usually. Sometimes I am. I need to learn to tone myself down. But here we have the Iron Price sending in his Pavis oh so nobly, and it's just we were just watching the skirmish and talking, Captain and I. And all we could comment really is that this is a lot of bloodshed for that tiny little town. I mean, it's just a tiny town. Look at all these the bloodshed, all the death. I mean, these guys are monsters. Me and Captain just wanted to kill them, and then they decided to kill us and everyone else along with it. I mean, they're monsters. And then obviously Captain and I were the just ones here, but we were actually we were sarcastically blaming our defeat on these half-sunken-in houses, as you can see. Look at them. We just can't even walk in. To go through the window, shimmy in through that little hole there. It's sunken in. You can't even see the fences. You can see the outline if you go up here, but no fences, sunken-in houses, and a tiny village that we fought for. A lot of useless bloodshed, one might say. But it's just it's just a skirmish here between these outmatched Pavis and Pixelated Apollos and Shubes, and this is what we watched. So I was just like, oh, this might not be as exciting as I hope. But the beginning was certainly exciting with the 2 battles, I would say. I hope you guys do enjoy it. And yeah, so let's just enjoy the slow demise of the Pavis at 6 times speed. As you can see, we still have a lot left in this replay. A lot left. Probably far too much, to be fair. There's, yeah, 10,000 frames. Whew. And then we have some routing by the Pavis, and this one, these 2 should route soon, actually. Losing a lot of units. Actually, they're running forward, interestingly enough. Oh, I missed it, didn't I? Yeah. The rock, the lonely rock Captain and I were commenting. They blocked these 2 dead Knights Hospitaller, and then they were shot to bits before they could charge into Pavis, like they always wanted to. So there goes Iron Price. He lost, and now we have these guys banding together, actually, to take on the guys defending the town. We'll call it Swiss Town. Not really. We never owned it. I never owned it. I tried to take it and failed. As you can tell, my Teutonic Knights they can tell you how they got shot to bits here. You can see them all dead. Right there. Just a line of dead Teutonic Knights. Probably 40 of them dead over here. I lost a lot. It was not my finest rush, and I apologize to the concept of rushing, the history of my own rushes, and good job at Kushka for defeating me thusly, and good job at Jamie Dodger defeating Captain, because obviously we and Captain are an undefeated team, obviously, even though we probably haven't teamed much before. I'm being sarcastic. I don't want anyone to think that I'm actually conceited in my ability to play this game. I just think I'm an averagely good player. That's all. Okay, let's stop talking about me and talk about Apollo's Pavis and how they feel about taking after all the bloodshed and havoc, and why they really want and what it means to take a town. Look at them. Alright, let's not be artistic, yeah? Or at least that's my, if I was falsely appreciating art, that'd be my voice. Look at the emotion in the battlefield. How the soldiers died, and the symbolism they hold. That probably didn't make any sense. I shouldn't be talking. But now we just have an assault on the town. A very slow assault. It'll be interesting to see. It's a lot of skirmishing after this. Just so many archers were left over. It left a lot of the story unwritten, I would say. We got the Aventurier rushing out to take on a bunch of the Byzantine Guard archers, which are still in tight formation, which is not exactly the smartest thing. So King of Prussia, get in loose formation, please. Gotta help us. But he is charging forward his infantry. And here we go. Let's slow down for a second. Oh, nice cav charge here. The Cataphractoire and just Cataphractoire. Nothing else. And we got some dismounted Noble Knights with some armor and attack upgrades. Very good at taking out cav. They probably took out a ton of my Teutonic Knights, I would suppose. Since my infantry got decimated by his cav, he took out my cav. He just... Kushka, good job at killing me. I'm not the easiest to kill. I commend you. I also commend King of Prussia for not being a noob when he could have been, because there's a lot of noobs nowadays. But he definitely did well. He did well. He's not an expert. He's not Gigi Dasha quality. But he's definitely a good player, so thank you for saving the day, by the way. I think I've said I thanked you before, but I will thank you again. Take my thanks. And here we just have skirmishing. Apollo is a little bit late to the show, taking out some Genoese crossbows. And that's about it. And then it's just France trying desperately to hold off these Byzantines, and he actually succeeds. The Byzantines have been successfully thwarted, and we have the Cav coming in and taking out these Byzantine god archers in their tight formation. They really should have been in loose. Really, really should have been. But what a shame. But they fought well, these guard archers. They killed my general. We can go look at his dead body. I think I know where it is. I mean, there's a lot of dead bodies, to be fair, but my general is somewhere over here, I think. No, that's Royal Bandrium. There my general is. There he is, laying on the ground. Poor guy died with some Byzantine guard archers around him. But he did kill all of these, which is nice. He fought well. But, yeah, this whole thing, let's go back into 6.0. Oh, whoa. Actually, they're still engaging. We got Byzantine guard archers wavering and fighting off these infantry, but they will not hold long. because they will break. And there goes the King of Prussia's army. He has been thwarted. Thwarted. I say thwarted. So let us speed up. We have Aventure taking on these Pavi's Crossmen as the final long skirmish for this fight. It's a long battle, I know, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it thus far. But now we can just watch the slow demise once again of Archer Fire. They're actually losing the skirmish to all of Apollo's archers, but they do have Cav somewhere. There they are going around the side. I didn't know this. I was a little busy just talking about my abilities and how ashamed I was for losing, and same with Captain. But we'll move on. We'll learn from our mistakes. We were successfully defeated. So, yes. I'm sorry for losing at my 100 subscribe special. Don't hate me. I tried. I really did. But, you know, Koshka, he's a good player. I think the Pavis are actually out of ammo. They might be. So they're actually just being shot at. And they are tired. Or they might be saving it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Apollo's intentions are. So we'll just sit around and wait. We've got some Pavis crossmen over here routing by Shubidoo. They're actually running. And they're just being shot now. Just being shot. Things being shot. I have nothing to say anymore. How's your assembly doing? Is it doing fine? I hope it is. We have broken the enemy army. It's time to crush the Schwein. For the Kaiser. Yes, I apologize to the Kaiser for disgracing the Holy Roman Empire, because that is my best faction, and I have disgraced them, and I'm sorry. But here, they're just shooting at them, and I'm just hoping just to end the battle. There's only 2,000 frames left, more or less. Actually, closer to 3,000 at this point. Now it's 2,000 left, pretty much. So yeah. Let's just enjoy, and soon there will be a charge. Hopefully we can enjoy a final charge to conclude this epic, I'm sorry for my enunciation, this epic 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2. And thank you for all the guys playing with me. Thank you, Coach God. Thank you, Jamie Dodger. Thank you, Captain Invisible. Thank you, Pixelated Apollo. Thank you, Shub. Thank you, King of Prussia. You all came well. Thank you, Swissman, for being me. Yeah, that makes sense. And thank you once again. I want to thank all of you for subscribing. But let's look at the results quickly. Least kills goes to Captain Invisible with 604, and I got 682. We didn't do too bad for losing. We did stick to them a bit, but we did not do well enough, and we did lose. And top kills goes to Shubidoo, 986, but total probably goes to Koshka Panda with 923, and then almost 300 captures. And Jamie Dodger and Koshka doing really well, so congratulations to you guys. But thank you all for playing with me. Thank you all who have subscribed and are watching this. I really do appreciate it. I really hope that I can spread, because I just love seeing people watch me. That sounded really arrogant. I like my channel. I like seeing people join. It's a nice thing. My General's Bodyguard got 133 kills, and Teuton Knight's getting 101. My infantry did terribly. They got decimated. You can see 876. They were all killed drastically by the calf charges. So once again, thank you all for subscribing, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you all. Goodbye, my friends.